Hey, welcome back to the show. Today is June 20th, 2017. In this week's news, we have new Kickstarter from New55, where they're asking for $150,000 to improve their product. If you don't know what New55 is doing, they brought back a Type 55 film, but it's not exactly the same, but they reformulated all the film to make that new 55 to work with 545 holders that are up there and keep on producing a peel-apart 4x5 black and white film. They've had some issues as they're currently making it by hand, and they want to automate some of their procedures. They want to improve the pod and some other things, which are all listed in their Kickstarter. I made a video yesterday about why I support what they're doing. If you want to see it, I'll leave the link below, and maybe I can put a card on the video here. On other Kickstarter news, Labbox has had an update. They're doing a survey about what color you want for their Labbox. They are also showing some pictures of their finished parts for the Labbox. So if you want to read about it, it's open to non-backers. As I was not a backer, I can read it. And I'll leave the link below so you can check it out. Chinese film manufacturer Lucky, which I announced was coming back with a 35mm film, has also started doing sheet film, and they're selling 4x5, 5x7, 8x10, 4x10, and I think some other dimension in between, maybe 5x8 or something like that. I'll leave the details below to their Instagram account so you can check it out. I think so far the only place to buy it is either Taobao in China or their eBay store. Also from Impossible, there's a factory store where they're producing their films, and they sell some of their new products and their A quality and sometimes B quality film. So it maybe has a small defect, but they can sell it at their factory store. They're closing it for a little while they do some changes, and they'll be opening it back. So if you're planning a trip to, if I'm not wrong, the Netherlands, which is where the factory is, check out the date so you can check the factory store, or maybe it's closed. And last, the famous photography agency Magnum has finally opened up for external investors. They've been 70 years managing on their own, just the photographers as part of the association or agency. And now they've opened up for some investors to put some capital and try to represent them and make it into a new name called Magnum Global Ventures. Some of the photographers, at least one that I know of, has decided to part from Magnum, not because he's against it, because he just wants to keep on doing what he does best and is keep taking pictures, and he must have had some kind of issue with the new management or something like that. I'll leave the details below if you're interested so you can check it out. Well, that's all for this week. I know it's short news, but that's all there was this week. Thanks for watching. As always, if you have any information, send an email to the email below. See you next week.